But man, watch having other kids in the videos because that's just they make you sign off on so much stuff now, which I don't blame them, but it's trying to protect kids, you know. No, this thing is working great. Yeah. Yep. So you don't have that address back where I mailed it, or do they send me a? Yeah. Oh, okay, good. Cool. Yeah. No, no, I'll do it now. Yeah. Yeah, I'll do it now. Yep. No, man, I appreciate you helping me out. Thank you. Yeah, get a hold of me if you need it, if you're wondering about it, you know, what kind of camera to get, that kind of thing. Yeah. Thank you. Hey, you guys. Sorry about that. I've been messing with this phone all day long. I've been messing with this phone all day long. It does. I spent a total of 6.5 hours today, and I fooled with it for 4 hours last night going on the internet. It doesn't work. So right now they're switching me over to return the phone. I don't want it. Piece of junk. I got almost 10 hours into this, and I got to pay a 50 fee. It didn't work. Hey, sorry, how you doing? So I just happened to be talking to this tech guy at Verizon me over to get the info going on sending this phone back. The only reason is because he wanted me to confirm that the live still worked on an old S7. So he said, "Could you go on there now for me, please?" And I said, "Sure," because I think I might be able to get the $50 wave to show that it isn't. It's the phone. It's not the network. So that's why I'm on this live now. I wouldn't like start a live so you can overhear me returning them. Hey, Dolly. Super hot, 93 right now. Hey, Mike. Now that phone would not work on a live. If I was hooked up to a Wi-Fi connection, I could, uh, but I couldn't be on the road. I mean, how is a SWAT team going to show up if people don't know where I'm at? Yeah, I know, man. I've never had that happen. To tell you the truth. Hey, Arlene, where you been? Where you been? Yeah, it's a total hassle today, Kathy. It's not that big a deal because it's so hot out that I wouldn't be doing anything outside. That's why I went down to Saginaw last night because it, and I figured it was my. Yeah, you guys on here? You guys on? Is anybody on here? I didn't even know this thing was playing, man. It's been like my worst day ever with fooling around with phones. Oh, sorry about that. I didn't even know if anybody was on here, man. Screwing around with this bullshit today. Hey, Dank. Dank, I'm gonna call you right as soon as this chat's done.
Man, I'll tell you, I dicked around with that phone for 4 hours last night. Couldn't get it to work. Dicked around, you're trying to trying everything you know. 6.5 hours on the phone today with Verizon. Hey, Charles. Long story short, I'm sending that new phone back tomorrow. What a piece of junk. I could not get a live to work. Everything worked but the live. Even the voice was like, the call was choppy. I drive all the time with the window down. Couldn't even like talk to somebody with the window down. Then here's the funny thing about it. Verizon was all set to screw me. It's like, well, there's going to be a restocking fee. It's like, well, what about the screen protector? Tough shit. It's like on a brand new phone. Yeah, we're going to send you a phone, a refurbished one. I don't want a refurbished phone. It's like, well, that's our program. Well, where else do you go and buy something brand new and you go get a used one? If I'd have wanted a used phone, I'd have bought one to begin with. So I went through that. Here's what happened. Just by luck, a guy called me back accidentally. Can you believe this? From tech support. I get talking to this guy. I said, I'm really disappointed in Verizon. I've never had a claim. I've never asked for anything free. No bullshit. 20 plus years with Verizon. Anyway, he got it all taken care of. They reactivated my old S7. And I'm going to wait till August 4th to get the Note 10, I think. Because I'm not going to get 5G anyway. And I don't want another one of these damn A51s. I just got 10 hours into this thing, and I'm sending it back. So pissed. Hotter than hell today, 94. Then I just got a thing. YouTube, I've told you before. I'm really thankful to YouTube, man. I wouldn't have a damn social life at all without YouTube. None. If I didn't have videos to share with people and photographs, I would have like no life. I would just be doing these things and watching them myself. Really, because I did it for 35 years before YouTube came around. So I'm very thankful of it. On the other hand, you can't get a hold of anybody on YouTube if people are using your name in their titles, having SWAT teams show up trying to get you shot, using chosen one, killer, murderer, serial killer. Sometimes YouTube will get a hold of me and say they think somebody's copying my content. They got a hold of me. I'll look at it and say, yeah, that's my content. Yep, it's all my video from the beginning to the end. I click the button to have them remove it. They'll send me this thing and they'll want 19,000 pages of documentation on other things they want. They're the ones that told me the people were copying it. Why are you contacting me if you don't believe that's what's happening? It's just daunting. It takes too much time. You wonder why all these crazy stalker channels and my name and other videos and other channels is coming up and you're getting recommended. Well, that's YouTube's fault. And I try and get a hold of somebody and tell them about it. So I just spent 38 minutes filling out a survey. And this time they asked for a lot of specific information on, do you trust YouTube? What's wrong with YouTube? What has been your biggest problem with YouTube? So that's why after I started that test live, it's taken so long. I didn't even know this thing was still on, to tell you the truth. So sorry about that. Hey, Marnie. Yeah, there's just a certain interesting part about Delray where industry meets urban life. And a rich Hungarian history. You got these old neighborhoods with mature trees, and you got Zug Island there that, it's probably is polluting the area, but man, at nighttime, it's a photographer's dream. In the winter, it's even better. If it is polluting the area that hasn't told wildlife, there's more ducks and geese and fish and fox and pheasants around there than there is up here. Oh, thank you, Dank. No, I'm pretty good now. I'm pretty covered now. I don't really, take any credit for any of this because, honest to God, it's as grassroots as you can get. I was around for a long time and nobody watched. But if you can believe it, I think in the last in the last 2.5 weeks, and I've told you this before too, subscribers don't really matter. I've got, I think, about 15 or 18,000 subscribers. I don't really get it, to tell you the truth, because for March, April, and May, all as I did when I got up in the morning was answer emails that people were getting unsubscribed and they didn't know why. And I tried to get a hold of YouTube, and it was like you get some computerized answer like, what do you want us to do? It's like, I want you to figure out why it's happening. People are getting unsubscribed and they're not doing it. Who else is doing it? That kind of thing. So I don't really understand it, to be honest with you. And as I've said before, subscribers don't mean a thing. They really don't. And even to me, I like that people enjoy the things that I do. That's it. That's why I've never said join, subscribe, like, share, none of that bullshit. You guys know what you like. If you like it, you can do whatever you want. If you don't like it, you can do that too. I mean, I'm grateful for the people that have this interest, but I haven't turned myself into some like creator, channel builder, internet whore that's looking for every damn dime out of what's supposed to be fun. Yeah, this is the golf course right behind where I live, where I got permission to come here whenever I want with Daisy, summer and winter both. Now, I do keep an eye on the place, good as I can, right? But man, is this a damn nice permission that I've been given to be able to do this. Yeah, Terry, it's like you could do it too. That's why anybody that comes on here, like Rosa, the girl that was from Michigan Avenue, Dank, I've told you before, start your own channel. Everybody out there, put links to your videos on my popular videos. I'll approve the link, because I'm telling you, just like I just got done telling YouTube, I could be gone any day. It's a strange outfit, and it doesn't mean that I'd have to do anything wrong. Here's another thing too. YouTube, actually, I've never seen a survey like this on YouTube before. I actually wrote them about a 1,100 word, I guess you'd say essay, rebuttal to what I think was wrong for YouTube. And this is just my opinion, which of course doesn't mean shit. I know that, but they asked, so I gave them an answer. You look at Banshee Moon. Have you guys looked at that channel? BANSHEE, separate word, Moon, MOON. Now, she happens to be a 50-year-old lady. That's Rachel Ray's sister, by the way. They try and keep that a secret, but I think the cat's out of the bag. And she's got a great body for an older woman. And if you're into that kind of thing, I can understand why you watch the channel. And honest to God, when I first watched the few videos, I think they're two super nice people. Now, it's a distraction to see her run around in a string bikini, bending over, vacuuming on her hands and knees. But if you're into that, hey, God bless you. Good for you. I hope you enjoy it. And basically, it's a six-pack abs, perfect butt, running around, showing you whatever. They demonetize them. And I addressed that in the rebuttal that I gave, because look, if you don't like it, click off it. If you click 18 and over, what's such a big deal about a 50-year-old woman with a killer body running around in a bikini vacuuming? Big damn deal. And when you look at other videos on YouTube, you got these teenagers with like a piece of dental floss on doing like the most raunchiest rap video dance you've ever seen in your life. Those are monetized, no problem. So it's the who gets chosen and who doesn't. And I got a problem with that. I understand YouTube wanting to police it, because if you didn't, you'd have every kook in the world on there just doing crazy stuff. You wouldn't want to turn it on because of what you'd be afraid to see. So I gave them both barrels on it. Hey, Charles. Oh yeah, nude yoga. I didn't even know that. But the Banshee Moon thing, I got a problem with, man. I really do. I just, I don't spend a lot of time thinking about commenting on things that don't interest me. It really doesn't interest me. It's not, it just doesn't. But they're super nice people. If you watch those videos, you keep trying to look for the shtick of like, is this gonna be eventually suggesting you to go someplace else? And it's not. It's a nice guy and a nice lady making videos of the wife in a bikini. It's it. Little off out there, but not something that shouldn't be, not something that should be demonetized. I just do not get it. Apple? No, I've stayed away from that stuff my whole life. I really think they're overpriced. It's the first time I've had a problem with a phone. They think there's some mystique to Apple and how fast and how great it does with graphics. Well, that's because of what you're paying for it in the cores and the processor. If you do the same thing with a PC, you'll smoke an Apple right out of the water. And it's just as good as graphics. It may not have been that way 15 years ago, but it is now. So I'm not an Apple fan. Yeah. So what else is I going to tell you? But I really don't understand the subscriber thing. There was a time, I guess, that people could buy subscribers. I don't know how you'd even do that if you wanted to buy them. I mean, what good would it do? Subscribers don't do you any good. I mean, it's bragging rights, I guess. It's almost embarrassing, subscribers. Because I think it's one computer program to another. Once you get recommended on YouTube, through the recommended videos, through algorithms, you're home free. You get a couple viral videos. Wow. If it wasn't for interviewing the working women in Detroit, my channel wouldn't be anything. I mean, with regard to like attention you get, I mean, everybody likes Daisy, and they like birds, and like, look at the loon photographs I uploaded. I mean, there's a lot of nature lovers out there, but when it comes to the whole scheme of things, of what people watch in droves, it's not going to make a big popular channel. But since that wasn't my goal, it really never mattered. Yeah. And there's probably somebody out there that like that. And I just don't understand when somebody has a little bikini on, no matter how old they are, and the videos are tagged 18 and older, why somebody couldn't make money out of it. It's not pornography by any stretch of the imagination. Yeah, that was another thing. Like, once you get to 100,000 subscribers, I guess you get some plaque. And somebody wanted my plaque because they know I didn't give a shit about it. It's like, sure, I'll give you the plaque. It says here you got 100,000 subscribers. Yeah, okay, you can have it. And honestly, about halfway through the bullshit, I told them they can keep their plaque. It's like a code, and you got to paste this code on this thing, and you got to send it there. Look, most places, if you meet some threshold of whatever, they send it to you. Not YouTube. It's more hoops. I didn't want it anyway. So once it got through halfway of these questions and copying and pasting and this and that, I said they could keep it. I don't want it. Can have it. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Yeah, they can have it. If I could give new channels some of my subscribers, I'd be happy to do so. Because they don't do me any good at all. Yeah, you got it, Dank. Totally true, but, there are people out there. There's nothing wrong with a business plan on a YouTube channel. If that's your goal and you want to try to make money. Another thing I gave them both barrels on is they want you, first of all, I think 30% fee when somebody puts something through the super chat for one of the girls. I've always made up the difference because I just thought I didn't want to take the wind out of anybody's sails. They say, here's $20 for Marguerite, It's like, yeah, well, you know what? I'm only going to give Marguerite like $13.50 because of Google's fee. I just didn't even want to bring that up, so I just give the $20. It's not that much money. But I think that's like gouging, $30. And if you look at the merchandise they want you to sell through your channel, it's junk. It's like the cheapest Chinese printed t-shirt on the cheapest t-shirt ever made. That's $40. They get 20 and you get 20. Screw that. No way. Bunch of junk. Hey, Matt, they're doing fine. I talked to them about a week ago. I mean, all things considered, you know. Daisy's got something quartered here. I hope it's not that baby skunk. So I do want to do a nice t-shirt, you know, for cost. Actually, I'm going to start doing my first printed photos of like Marguerite and whoever. And this is what I thought I'm going to do. I was going to do them for cost, which I still will do. But I think I'm going to be able to keep the price low. It sounds crazy, but I'm going to have a big old giant portrait, high resolution portrait of Marguerite. I'd so much rather have that. Like, that's real than just some bullshit you'd buy at an art store. Whether you like her lifestyle or what she's done is irrelevant. It's a striking image that's real. No makeup, no hair dye, no fakeness. Oh, thank you, Lisa. No, I don't have a website. No, you know, I've done that. Let me tell you a couple times that I've had hobbies that I've ruined them because I tried to make money at them, and I want to make sure I don't do that with YouTube. I did it with birds. I had parrots. I loved birds. I still love watching birds. And I had 3,000 pairs of breeding birds at one time. Total mistake. I did it with aviation. I did aerial photography. Hated that after a while. So I've had enough experience to try to keep commerce out of the way of fun, which is why I'm pretty adamant about not whoring myself out. And Tassie's doing fine. She's just called me the other day, 4 or 5 days ago. She's doing great. I'm going to interview her next time I'm down there. Hey, Pam. Well, I can tell you this. You know, I struggle with this too because, you know, you hear a lot of from people, and then you realize that you're doing the same things that you're criticizing other people for doing. I've done it before too, and I've realized that it's just the human factor, and that a lot of people comment, and this is very evident if you look at the views. Pretty young white girls compared to other people. Look at the views. So I finally reconciled to the fact that, hey, everybody likes someone that's attractive. Whether they're funny, witty, caring, do a lot of volunteer work, or just super good looking right out of the chute. It's just a human factor you're never going to get away from. And I've just hung up my damn axe at criticizing people for making comments, you know, God, she's so beautiful. If she had a shower and got out of there. We're not going to escape this. If there's a newscaster on, even though I'd say, well, what difference does it make? Well, you know what? It does make a difference, unfortunately. Because if there's two newscasts on, and one of them is a drop-dead, gorgeous, fantasy-looking blonde, and the other one isn't, who do you think I'm going to watch? So I'm just as guilty of it as anybody else. You don't have to apologize for being attracted to someone. I'm not doing it anymore. So if people find people attractive, good for them. It doesn't mean that you're going to do something nasty to someone that you don't find appealing. It's a human factor. It's ingrained in us. It's been here a million years. And I've just decided today I've got to quit being such a hypocrite when it comes to that. Because I like it myself. Hey, Mari. Yeah, I mean, it sucks. It's bad that it's like that. In a perfect world, the unattractive would get the same things the attractive do. But you know what? That's not happening. It's just not. But back to what got me on that rant is that Marguerite was a super beautiful woman when she was younger. I've heard that from 50 people that knew her when she was young. And you can still see the remnants of a very attractive woman. Good bone structure, super thick hair, nice eyes, gets tan in the summer. I don't doubt for a second that that was true. Yeah, isn't that the truth, Tank? Your poop, Murray? You know, look at Jana and Maddie and Jamie. You know, it is hot out, but the humidity could be a lot worse. I don't know why people aren't golfing. I want this course to do well. You know, their kitchen caught on fire here last weekend. Just getting ready to open up the restaurant. He wasn't going to open it this year, but he found that when they got a rush of golfers, people don't want to go to a golf course and when they're done walking 18 holes not have a place to eat. So he opened it back up and then a fire started. Hey Zena. Hey Zena, Zena, you're one of these people like Mari that just, you write exceptional, thoughtful, well-written posts that I appreciate. I was reading some of the things that you'd said earlier, and I thank you for being involved in the channel because it really puts that extra cherry on the top of how you perceive things and comment on them. It's nice to have. Same thing with Mari. It wasn't just an interview with a woman and her daughter. Mari's got this like way of leading you down to the gallows of the death chamber and making you think it's a birthday party. She's just a charmer. There's no confrontation. She never talks down to you. She's just a peach to talk to and garner information from. I can't imagine a better spokesperson for Native Americans. Congratulations, Margaret. Sounds like some baby woodpeckers up there. They make a weird, like, screaming noise when they're hungry. See, now you can tell, like on a day like today, probably because it was 94, nobody hit a golf ball into the sand trap. See how it's all smoothed over from this morning? Not one person. Well, here's one guy maybe.